Hi, Marianne Croce here from Small Biz Advantage and the creator of 3-Day Weekend System and Coaching. And I am so glad to be here each and every week to do business leadership in 15 minutes. And I do these lives for a couple of reasons. One of them is for you to be able to shift your perspective of your business or shift your vantage, if you will, and really make that a competitive edge because I find that a lot of people really don't dive deep when it comes to looking at their business. The second reason is for you to be able to actually implement something that we're talking about today. So you gain the knowledge, but then really the results come from doing. So it just takes one action and it really causes a ripple effect in your business. So a lot of people ask me, Marianne, who do you work with? And I primarily work with business owners who are in the automotive and the skilled trade industries. And these are people who have reached milestones in their business, but they're at the point now where their business has plateaued. And in some senses, they may feel stuck because they really want their business to stop consuming them. They want to take a lot off their plate and they want to have a life back. And that's where I come in and help. So this week's topic is turn a negative into a positive. And I can't wait to tell you about an opportunity that I had. This really aligns with what I'm talking about here. So, what happened to me recently is I had this opportunity. I was contacted by the Connecticut Better Business Bureau, and they wanted to interview me for my automotive repair shop. They actually do monthly trust talks to build awareness around different industries and help and guide consumers. So I found this very interesting because the questions that they gave me before the interview were mostly negative. They were about scams, dishonest auto shops, and how to protect yourself. So here's the thing, I get it because I'm sure that many of the questions came from different complaints, different inquiries that the BBB has received over the years. And many of them probably came from misconceptions that consumers and the public have about the auto repair industry. So let's face it, the reality is the auto repair industry has been villainized for years by movies, commercials, social media, and online posts. And I decided that I was going to reframe it. I really wanted to do something different. What I didn't want this to be, I didn't want this interview to come across as a commercial for our shop, our business, or I didn't want it to be defending the industry. Because when you think about it, when in your own business, really defensiveness when you're dealing with someone who's being very accusatory or coming across that way, defensiveness can really sound aggressive to many people. And the fact is I know a lot of caring and giving people all across the country that are in these industries who are really best serving their customers and community. So my goal was really to educate consumers, to really help them rid their fear of auto repair and empower them to really develop a good relationship with their go-to or trusted auto repair shop. I felt like that would really help them. So I want to share with you today some of the auto repair industry misconceptions that I mentioned during the interview. And then I want to show you how you can use this for your business. So, number one misconception is education. Education is required. In fact, continuing education is necessary to be able to work on today's computer controlled vehicles. In Connecticut, shops are required to be licensed And many owners, shop owners, look for technicians that have certifications. Number two, second misconception, testing charges or fees are really legitimate. So many are confused by the big box store, the code reads that you get. And although it's a great place to start, it's like getting a zip code instead of getting a street address and a house number. So a shop needs to dig deeper to get to the root cause of your concern or the issue that you're having so that they can give you a proper recommendation and a proper estimate. The third misconception is community. Many consumers are really surprised to learn that competitors help each other. They actually may refer work to a specialty shop or help another shop out, maybe with questions for an uncommon concern or issue that they're working on. They may even borrow tool or even equipment. Communication is the fourth misconception. And I have to tell you that communication is a two-way street. Besides the issue or the concern that you brought the vehicle in for, a shop will also let you know of all issues that they find. And you have to look at this as if you were going to a doctor for one thing, and they decided to do some tests, and then they found something else. You have a right to know. That doctor wouldn't withhold that information because it might upset you or frustrate you. You have a right to know. Well, the same thing happens at a reputable automotive repair shop. You have a right to know everything that's going on with your vehicle. You don't want to find out 2 weeks or a month later when you get stuck that they were aware of this concern, but they didn't want to upset you at the time. Number five, check engine light. Now, leaving a light on for an extended time period, even if you found out what the issue was, so it's known to you, is really not a good idea. And here's the reason why. Other issues or concerns can come up, and you weren't alerted to those issues because you didn't address the original concern that you had. Now, some people will mistakenly view this as some type of a scam when a shop finds additional issues. This really could have been avoided if you had addressed the concern and issues promptly. And last, misconception number six is what I call no trash talk. So many are surprised to find that a reputable shop doesn't speak badly of other shops. And here's the reason why. If a customer comes in and they're upset about an experience that they had with another shop, the first question that you're going to get asked is, well, did you give them a chance to make it right? Did you contact them? Did you explain what was happening? That's the first thing. The second thing is what was the warranty that you were given on that work? So the reason that they do this is because this speaking ill of another business doesn't help the customer. It'll only make them frustrated even more. The professional shop is going to walk you through their process. Here's how we handle it. I'm sorry that you had a bad experience somewhere else, but let me walk you through our process. And they're going to walk you through it from start to finish so that you know what can be expected. And they're really going to focus on your vehicle concern or issue. In many cases over the years, here's what we found. When customers are frustrated and they don't address that concern of what kind of warranty were you given, or did you give that shop the opportunity to make it right? Many cases, what we find out is they actually didn't go to a licensed auto repair shop. They basically just found someone who claimed they were a mechanic and that person worked on their vehicle. In some cases, they may even try to kind of DIY things. Maybe they did some research online, and without the proper training, the proper tools, and the proper equipment, sometimes they actually ended up causing more damage and really more repair costs than what the original repair or concern really needed. So there's responsibility here to customers and community. The goal of a reputable automotive repair shop is actually to help you keep your vehicle safe and reliable. They want you to get the most value out of it, whether it's trade in value, lifetime value, because you are the type of person that drives their vehicle for a real long time, or if you choose to hand down your vehicle to a loved one, maybe a teen who's learning how to drive or a college student, or it could be even your child or a grandchild. So you have to understand that you're capable of making an auto repair maintenance or repair decision. What most people want is they want to make an informed decision. So it's the shop's responsibility to give you the facts so you can make the best decision. Allow them to do that. And it starts with a really good relationship. So those are the things that I shared on the interview. So next steps for you is I want to share a pro thinking tip here. Use this list, add to it, edify it, modify it to the things that you see. Make it your own. Share it with your community, with your customers. This could be done on social media. It could be in a newsletter, on your website, in a blog. You could get really creative and learn to turn a negative into a positive. Let's address, as an industry, the fear of auto repair by educating our customers and community. Show them what professionalism looks like in the auto repair industry by demystifying it for them. So I really would love your feedback on this. And if you find this valuable, please share it with another business owner that you know, because we can all learn and we can grow, from each other. I think it's really huge. Oh, thanks so much for being here. And yes, I will see you at the next event. So excited. Thanks, John. So it's really important that we position the industry in a good light and have this opportunity to do so. So make it your own, everyone. Thank you for being here on this week's Business Leadership in 15 Minutes. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Have a great week.